Hello everyone and welcome back to Rogue Trader. In the last episode we discovered a few, well not discovered, we explored a few words and I think we did everything in this system. The rings. I don't remember that what the rings was. So let's check it out, and in this episode we will continue the rings. I somehow missed that. It's good that the giant rings on this planet's surface can be observed even from orbit. Examine the rings. It has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insects similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals in which one creature follows another without realizing they are going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. The strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or a nefarious xenostructure turned out to be a quirk of nature and a tragic one at that. Okay. Now we know that. And we didn't miss anything here. Okay, now let's move on. We explored these three systems. We have 3 points. Shall we go back to Mundus Valancius, or shall we continue or search, or not search, or exploration to farm a little bit of more points? Well, either way we have to go back here, that's for sure. A war breach, ungodly things spreading sorcerous disease world over that, gathering of a horde of infected voidsmen. If no measures are taken immediately, an entire bay could be turned into a den of heresy. Let's go there, and we will bring Cassia, of course. That's the usual team. Let's do a quick fight. To be honest, I'm interested if we are getting experience from fights. However, in the other case, we could have used holy relics against them. Oh, this is the same. Oh, we can level up. So let's level up. Pierce the armor. Whenever the bounty hunter scores a critical hit, the target's armor is reduced. Okay, we need that. Because we can make a guarantee critical hits. Ballistic skill bonus plus the target's difficulty tier. Nice. Hunting. Whenever an enemy is killed by a critical hit scored by the bounty hunter or their ally, the bounty hunter gains damage for 2 rounds. Or pierce the armor for him as well. Or I think the big gun is what we want to Pascal to have is two-handed. So Mother Mechaner attacks an enemy in close combat, pushing them up 2 cells away and dealing weapon skill plus intelligence bonus damage. 10 damage. And armor penetration. I think we do this. Oh, but it costs 2 AP to do that. Well, it's better to have damage. Oh, I didn't notice that it calculates these stats here. Okay, but we want that. Enduring shield. While the Vanguard has at least one temporary wound, they gain. Okay. Whenever the Vanguard hits an enemy with an attack of opportunity, that enemy must make a willpower resistance test. On a failed test, the Vanguard becomes this enemy's priority target until the end of the Vanguard next turn. Counterattack stance. Defensive stance now has a -10 penalty for the weapon skill for attacks of opportunity granted by this ability instead of. Okay. Let's improve that talent. Critical versatility. The Archmutant gains 3% bonus to critical damage for every stack of versatility. This bonus is kept when the Archmutant uses cautious approach or confident approach. And we can we buy one of those? No. Oh, the Emperor protects. The power bonus. Oh no, we need skills. We need the demolition skills for her. Demolition. Perfect opening. The assassin gains lethality chance to deal +5% of target's max wounds more damage to an opening. But the lethality is usually pretty high, around 100. And this is would be very good with targets with high maximum wounds. An eye for the unsecled. Whenever the assassin attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, the assassin gains +20 dodge and dodge against the enemy. Okay, it's just for one attack. Issues of the aim of the opening. Aim for the opening on the same target reduces the target dodge and dodge reduction by 10%. Which is the aim for the opening? Origin talents, archetypes, operative, sharpshooter. Okay, what is this aim for the opening? I bet it's another assassin talent. Let's go with this one because we know we can use that. Suppressive fire. All enemy is hit by the master to have 10% higher chance of hitting a cover when shooting at them. No, against all odds. The master Titan begins combat with additional stacks of tactical advantage. We use her as a psyker most of the time. All the master abilities work as if the master Titan has spell bonus more stacks. Okay, joint offensive. Tactical respite. Reloads a weapon. All enemies within 3 seconds are also reload their weapons. Ally coordination. All allies have plus percentage against attack made by allies. Damage to allies. Deal. That could be useful because in the previous one, Abelard used his thunder hammer to hit a lot of cultists, and we injured Hendrix. But that's usually not a problem. First of all, also use this after the very first heroic act used. Okay. Because an ally grants the master attack. Okay. Dawn of Victory. Every critical hit scored by the master tactician. She's not scoring hits. So, oh, she's not nimble yet. Okay, unless we find something really good here, but Wheel of Protection. Allies that are targeted by the navigator's power gain 10% armor. Additional armor is reduced by the amount of field degradation. Allies that are targeted by navigator's abilities gain plus fight or resistance against war effects. Under the effect of any navigator power, enemies have their power. But what are the navigator powers? It's just the sea power. Every enemy navigator has their line of sight, has its dodge and hit chance reduced. That's a cool one because she usually have a good line of sight.
Let us not dawn.
Let's go there.
I'll make an example out of you. Your emperor won't save you.
And you know, yeah, there are some plague bearers there. I don't know. Maybe put Rock on here so he can assist Abelard and the rest of the crew can take on. Let's start. Can we shoot? Oh, that's the other plague bearer right there. Okay. Oh, this is the aim for the opening. Okay, let's
stop trying, monkey.
too far away. All right.
This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause.
We attack and in my sights. This is an easy one.
A tactically sound approach. I took care of this one. Victory is imminent. Use the time.
I think Abelard can take care of these last two guys.
At your beck and call.
Oh, another plague bearer. Three of them.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Oh damn, I forgot, but he can charge. What? Target's too close.
I took care of this one.
Okay, it worked out. 25. So how about looking at him? How about using
I'm
press
not
the
accustomed to
advantage?
being ordered around.
It's better. Oh, that's even better. Let's
Isn't
shoot at
this
that
a job?
guy.
Duty demands.
Okay. Okay, first thing first.
As the Emperor commands with you, my Emperor! I'll do it.
Let's use one and gun.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Then do that.
As the Emperor commands.
I've suffered worse.
Or we can shoot at that plague bearer. Okay.
It's as good as done.
Who, if not me? I'll
Okay.
make it happen.
Other bonuses. And we can
On it.
exploit
I'll see to it personally.
firefly as well, huh?
Who, if not me? Your name was in it.
That's nice.
Faith shields me.
Mr. Pascal. Then let's do the bounty hunting thing. Let's how about moving a little bit closer? It's still 60%. So we don't need any closer. And we won't overcharge. I'm still not regretting not overcharging. don't know if that has any effect.
Cleanses the body.
Move there. Opening there.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause.
Hear you moving. No more.
There wasn't any over penetration.
I am not your Xenos pet.
That did penetrate.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
That
I will do
Wow.
you. Reduce the time. At your beck and call.
okay. How about let Magos
In the
Pascal
name
finish
of
the job?
House Orselli, I shall prevail.
Get a bit back quickly. And now we can move up. Just start shooting at them. And we move. And a little bit. But from there we can see him.
Injured. I'm enraged.
You will pay an even greater price.
Let's collect it. I believe I don't have to collect this way because if we want to leave, if we leave, we will automatically collect all the stuff. But we cannot leave from there. So where can we? Or we have to collect everything before we leave. Okay. Oh,
I always keep my options open.
this way. Well, next time we try one of the options which doesn't involve us getting into a fight. I prefer this option because we can collect few cargo. Let's go here, but before we go, let's lower around. Make it a little bit safer. A trickle of this disturbing news came from the navigation chambers over the last few days. Allegedly, there is a vast shadow following the warship to the depth of the Sea of Soul. Mere hours before emerging in inner space, the vessel shredded like Leviathan emerged from the rolling wall, wrapped its tentacles around the ship and started squeezing, trying to crack the hull like a nail. Pray for salvage from the warcraft. The warship who did everything they could to release their vessels from the nightmare situations where the bulkheads groaned and stabbed entire chambers. Depressurized and screams of people left alone with the warp storm. Made watch operators go mad as their hair turned grey. At last, the navigator executed an emergency translation technique was only the opening of the escape portal laid down on the vessel. Okay, so this is the other protectorate world. At least we have found it. We check out this world or this system first. And first, we're fixing up the ship. The mountain. We're okay. By the way, let's check on the colonies. That means also some reputation with the explorators. Okay. This needs a bonfire of righteousness, shrine, good tidings. Estimate of profit factor to reduce the colony and the speed of aging. Okay, for all colonies. Record the frequency of picture. All allies gains dogmatic rank. Don't have a dogmatic rank. We would gain this kind of things. Okay, so let's do this bonfire of the righteousness. We can't do anything here. I think we want to do this, but we don't have enough reputation because of the commission. This would be really, really good, but we need a mechanism. And I think we can have mechanisms from the Kiava Gamma system. Degree of diligence. Requirements. We have a lot of people. Issuing this decree will significantly tighten production quotas, dooming laggards being processed in the corpse stretch, which will encourage the most diligent servants. But the amount of profits back. According to the new doctrine, this will be set as for reserves. Build of the expanse. Oh, the shield of the Emperor is blocked. This. Okay. Pirate's Bane. We need to increase our standing with the Casablanca mission. can give us 3 collisions, perspective, compliments. The degree we see from Titan portion of the Doom logger. Let's do this. Ergonomic. Against the absolute efficiency feature. Always gain pacifying commerce and 4% hit chance. That's not bad. Environable against the high 5 current damage resistance. I like the 5% or 4% extra hit chance. And this is a prison world after all. Okay. Recolligers spot. Also a burning world. Lithium. 7, that's a high amount. I don't want to leave that here. The bizarre structure observed from orbit appears to be the ruined estate of a wealthy noble. Further scanning reveals the remains of an environed dome, a landing pad, the main manor, and servants' quarters. It is impossible to determine what exactly happened there. The search team has found something truly disturbing in the main hall. An opulently clothed skeleton sitting at the dinner table. The table is set with gold plates covered with old blood and piles of bones. The bones on the plates are clearly human. No other remains have been found on the estate. You know what? Let the holy fire purify it all. Fire consumes the sinister rooms. The Imperium's faithful children will not tolerate an impurity on their path. Oh, that's nice. Not needed, but nice all the way. Or anyway. Okay, now let's check this ship. What's the deal with this? Recolligers. Okay, let's go. Welcome, your lordliness. Please come right in, or okay, that's too quick. This is of the vessel indicates that my explorator doesn't have orbital from the Lithuanian right here. The examination is infinite.
Failure is just a
You
temporary
can maybe make out
setback.
the writing on the plate. Let them know pride. This is like the name of the ship, but it does not ring any bells.
There is a life lesson every young man should learn. Keep your backside off any throne you have not rightfully earned.
or irrevocably won.
Okay. Let's collect what we can.
Is there money to be made?
I'm still new to the art of exploring. Sometimes, I wonder to what extent our perception of the Empyrean differs.
I always have a backup plan.
Some set of cut pieces of metal and other materials, probably from clearing out that deep into the ship. Oh, so these are also scavengers. Okay. Something is propped against the door from the inside. You can hear the piercing sounds of saw and other tools coming from behind it. A tired-looking woman of intermediate age, clad workclothes, breaks off from her task to greet you. She freezes momentarily, very unsure how to address you, then says simply, "Your lordship, please excuse me, I don't really know your name. Welcome to our little colony. May the light of the Emperor be with you and with us. My name's Reta Makisoma. I'm in charge here." What is this place? We just call ourselves Rita's crew, and this place is Rita's camp. That's it. We are Recolligers, scavengers in common terms. She does not speak the word scavengers with any kind of disdain. On the contrary, there is a dignity in her voice, the kind with which one would announce their affiliation with a respected guild or family. Tossing a glance at Pascal, she grimly adds, "And our work is all legal, even though your brethren have no liking for us." Pascal stares dispassionately at Rita with a hint of disgust. Evidently, he has not even considered the possibility that replying to this creature's words could be anything other than heresy. What do you do here? Right now we are cutting this old heap of junk slowly but surely. That's Recolligers' life for you. They drop us off at some decrepit station or an ancient battlefield, and we just sit there for years on end. Look for working tech or valuable materials or whatever else might be useful. If we find anything, we sell it to passing ships. Not the easiest job out there. These wrecks are chock full of all kinds of dangers. But, and I swear it on my plasma torch, it's an exciting one for sure. This little build got all kinds of bells and whistles. Most of the tech is dead, but we do find working pieces now and again. We spent 2 whole months clearing out this shaft we found, finished just 3 days ago, actually, and we found this thing a bit weird looking, but still functional. Rita's expression brightens a little. Perhaps your lordship would like to buy this component from us. I bet that big ship you've got could get plenty use out of it. Pascal was reckless to life. Imperiously he tells her, raising the object labelman, but curiosity creeps into his voice nonetheless. Oh, he bites. He looks down on them, but once she speaks, we have something special and unusual that piques his interest. I will buy the component. Well, isn't this something? The Emperor himself must have smiled upon us. Rita makes a triumphant gesture. I mean, thank you, your lordship. You will be pleased with the results. Magnus Class Research Battery. Oh, that kind of battery, I think of something else. But I believe it will be cargo. Her mood visibly improves. You know, your lordship, it's kind of embarrassing to offer you this, but over in that corner there we keep things we don't rightly understand or can't really use. You could send some of your people to check it out if you would like. Clearly you know more about this stuff than us. You might find something useful. You got your own ship? No, not even close. A luxury like that, you could count the Recolligers who got their own ship on one hand, and old workers' hand that got sucked into machinery 3 times and slashed by plasma cutters twice. We fly with whoever, mostly taking our chances. Sometimes we hitch a ride on the promise that we will pay with what we find later. Other times we find some other means. Risky business, obviously. 5 or so years back, a crew got dropped off an abandoned station, but something wasn't right with the life support system. The ship came back to pick them up 2 years later and found nothing but bodies. And about 50 years ago, back before I had my first little one, the ship took 3 crew to locations and ran into pirates on the way back. The ships go out on an expedition for years at a time, so it was ages before anyone realized they were missing, and it was even longer before they remembered the scavengers. Plus, it took some time to find a ship that could check on them and pick them up. Long story short, all 3 crew had boarded. Yep. Can you tell me anything about this wreck? Not much, we are no eggheads, you know. We are manual labor. It's an ancient thing, pretty dangerous, and we don't really know much beyond that. Before we came here, some tech priests had done their own bit of gutting. I mean ritualing, bowing to the spirits, all that. That lot don't tend to leave a whole lot of valuables behind, it's true, but it's way too scary to go in before them. And hey, we dragged a dozen of their broken servitors out of the mines after. The carcasses smell awful, but you can pluck a decent number of parts out of servitors and sell them. Doesn't seem like there's anything nasty living inside the wreck now, but the wreck itself is barely holding together. You go a couple of modules from here and that's it. You won't take another step without fearing that a broken reactor might cook you alive, or a whole module might depressurize. Well, it's nothing we haven't handled before, so we're having a poke at it. But we don't have a clue what this ship is or who it belonged to. You take pride in your trade, I see. Sure do, it takes skill and luck and a good head on your shoulders. We risk our lives every day crawling on top of these old buckets. If something goes wrong, we die by the scores sometimes. One moment we were there, the next we're gone, kind of like worker ants. But you know what, your lordship, our job also has something, how should I put it, poetic about it. Hope you don't judge me on harshly and don't take it as an insolence, but some people, even big people like you, think too highly of themselves. Let's say your ship hoops into the warp someday and doesn't hop out in time. And around 1,000 years later, another gull like myself who needs to feed her 3-ankle fighters somehow will be rifling through its remains looking for anything good. That's just the nature of things. Each of us comes and goes, but the way the world works stays the same. We all have our lot in life, and mine is just as good as any other. You are amusing, little monkey. Your life is shorter than a moth, and you spend it digging around in the carcass of a dead malevolent metal. But you speak of eternity and the stars. I like that. It is like seeing starlight reflected in a puddle. You speak as if the world is set in stone and none of us can change anything for the better. Those are some big things you are talking about, way out to my depth. Change for the better, heck, that would be nice, with the positive thing. If I was younger and didn't have 3 youngsters back home, maybe I would dream about stuff like that too. But as it is, I've got no time for dreaming, I've got to work. I can take you from this place, it's not safe here, and sooner or later drift somewhere so remote that nobody will ever find you again. But this is our whole livelihood, your lordship. You take us from here, and what are we gonna do? Sit in some ports slaving away? Here we got our own colony, our own operation. No, this is our path, and we won't stray from it. I see. Your lordship, Rita falters as if flustered by her own nerve. Please don't take it as an insolence, but it's not likely I have much choice. It's not often that we get well-stocked ships around here, and we could certainly use some provisions and some warm clothes. If it's something you would be willing to provide, we would gladly barter for it whatever we can dig up inside this here ship. It's just respectful of fair trade. She bows slightly before stepping aside. Okay, what is happening here? Something will happen. Oh. Oh, okay. I was just very dumb. So such a cool fight. Your Lordship, what brings you here? Okay, I wanted to provide what she has. A simple machinery and tools look like worn out but well maintained. Oh, this is their camp. The apparatus gurgles and emits a strong smell of alcohol, probably not for the industrial owner. Okay, they're making booze. That's understandable.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, that's nice. It was a nice change not to fight our way inside. Got some cargo, and I believe we helped some people. I wonder if we go there and if it turns out to be a wreck, if we can transport those people there. 2+ still, that's not much. Voice notification from the Ogre crew who drowns out the usual noise on the bridge. The Imperial vessel, the Dark Piercer, and its escort ships are headed your way. Your archives make no mention of either the ship or its owner. As you consider your course of action, the ship's captain contacts you first, introducing himself as the Pilgrim. The captain greets the rogue trader courteously and offers to purchase any information you might have on Crystal Phlogiston deposit. That's us what we will return. The Pilgrim has been exploring the corrosive plants for reason, knows many of its secrets. He promised to let you in on intriguing rumors that may be interest of someone with your skills and capabilities. It's not enough. It looks like the captain of the Datepicker is unsurprised by your reaction. He's willing to pay in gold and securities for any information on Phlogiston. Why are you doing yourself, Pilgrim? The captain admits he has not always done the right thing in his life, but he once beheld the blessing of the Emperor himself and has followed a special path of service him ever since. That is the path he now treads as Pilgrim. Okay, that's why the Pilgrims need Phlogiston. That's the Phlogiston, right? The captain's chorus loudly echoes from the box. Phlogiston is a part and a parcel of many different aspects of life in the Imperium. How exactly his customers are going to use it is none of his concern. All the Pilgrim promises is that the Phlogiston will be used for the good of humanity. Pascal becomes visibly animated at the mention of Phlogiston. Without indifference to the prospect of dealing with the shadowy individual, the Marcos nonetheless recommends you to find out more about the Phlogiston deposits. Your own protectorate will be benefit from the knowledge. Sister Argenta sincerely believes the words of a cow or a golden equilia are no prerequisites for being his true servant. If the captain sincerely wants to have the Imperium, perhaps by his own methods, there is nothing questionable about extending a helping hand. Okay. Let's propose a deal. Yes. The captain of the Dark Piercer is in the best of spirits. In gratitude of your invaluable help, he sends you a small box containing an ancient maps and documents. They are appear to speak of a certain Imperium were lost many centuries ago. Then, in a somewhat conspiratorial tone, the pilgrim relates a story about the standoff between two Xenon fleets, which he was told by an acquaintance. This person in question sadly enough died at the hands of the Inquisition before they were able to pass on the coordinates for the crash site of the Xenos ships. However, the pilgrim knows for a fact that the vessel met its demise on an ocean world. Let's bid farewell. Okay, now we know where to go for Kiava Gamma. I think we visit this world and then we will make our way back to Furibundus. To sell cargo. Okay, we logged out this one. Holy crap, Warp Gate and a Chaos Fleet. Let's start with the planets. By the way, we should be adding this the cargo. An ocean world. The rumor said it's near an ocean world. By the honest labor and unbreakable spirit to his faithful servants through hundreds of imperial worlds. Their entire lives are an example of true service to humanity. Oh, this was a mining world. Alright. Now, we quickly save the game before moving on the Chaos Fleet. We did it once and defeated a Chaos Fleet like this. I wonder if there's two big ships, then that's it. Basically for us.
Time to earn your keep, crew.
Okay, not bad. There's many of them, but I think we can deal with them.
Macro cannons, open fire! Salvo! Macro cannons, open fire.
Let's let loose some torpedoes
Keep up the pressure!
and circle around. Perfect.
All hands, prepare for acceleration. Let them taste our fury. Helmsman, take us in.
That other ship is helping so much. Even just being a target. I hope we can have other projects. Which can grant us new ships. Reload the cannons. And go there.
Coordinates set.
That would be fun.
With the force of a supernova. Make every shot count! Macro cannons, open fire!
Okay, that's nice. What's happening there?
Lance batteries, volley!
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait.
Make every shot count.
Okay, not just you.
Let the void sort them out.
But this
All hands prepare for acceleration.
Let them taste our fury! Macro cannons, open fire!
Let's reload. And yeah, they reload at the wrong side. Okay.
Engage the engines.
He's not going to do too much in this turn. What? I see.
Let them taste our fury.
Oh, I see you now. But we still have to go through that. Well, we won't. We will jump ahead.
Coordinates set.
Okay, now this warp jump capability is really useful.
With the force of a supernova.
The impure tremble.
Another
is
battle
cool.
won. On to the next one.
Why? Oh, maybe we don't have enough time to finish. Galon cremate. Okay, but this fight was easier that we have another ship. Alright, quick fix up our ship and then let's check out this war gate. Lord Captain, we are passing by a construct marked on the star chart as a dimensional gate. Our augurs are not showing any suspicious energy reading. The device is dormant, thank the Emperor. What is this gate? An ancient Xeno artifact older than humanity itself. Judging by its design, this gate leading somewhere, possibly straight into the wicked abyss of the war, considering all the nasty shit that is used to roam around here. Many captains, her ladyship Theodore included, have tried to reveal its secrets, but it seems that no one could figure out how it works. Good for them, if you ask me. What was Theodora interested in? Her ladyship didn't exactly share her plans with us, always keep them close to her chest. But I go out on a limb and say she was searching for a way to open the gate and see what's on the other side. The Cognizance Fleet conducted its own analysis of this Xeno artifact. All records of the expeditions to the site were added to the exploration catalog. Lost in what way exactly? I don't want to repeat the rumors and I don't know the truth, but it was bad. There was word of ships and even whole trade convoys disappearing. Captains started avoiding the system until eventually the Lord Inquisitor came here and made short work of it. Hasn't been much in the way of rumors ever since actually. The Inquisition made sure voidsmen kept their mouths shut. Whatever the gate used to spew out, it must have been profane and danger to humanity. Report received. We leave to Sir Lord Captain. I wish to study this construct. Lord Captain, I would advise against approaching the gate. The Inquisition had declared the entire area around it off limits and bagged it with mines. For August won't be able to detect them. And we ignore the construct. Okay, and I think this is a Necron construction. Well, that's just a guess. But Necron miniatures, a few Necron miniatures, especially Ford Wars ones, have something like this. Okay, now we can leave the system and I don't know, maybe we should go down here, go to Kiawagama, because all warp travels means it's not safe. How about coming back here? Oh no, I forget. The night the Lord Captain and some of his crew were awakened by beautiful music. The sound seems to caress their very minds, until they realized that the source was their own bodies. While their feet were chattering out of a staccato, their tendons were being flung like strings by unseen hands, and invisible breaths flowed through their bones, turning them into mournful flutes. The illusion ended, but for a long time afterward, every moment made their hearts stuttering fear. Was the orchestra about to strike once more? Okay, we have to go back. We didn't explore. Okay, now let's travel back. During the walk towards the middle decks reported strange gatherings that were attracting dozens of officers. The administration bore you. One of the acolytes from the over deck has proclaimed himself a prophet and is rambling about purification by blessed fire. Only the previous influence of the war can explain the strange condition of uncanny zeal of this person. Let's dispose of the crew. The attempt to remove the prophet led to an armored confrontation between his followers and the enforcers of the warship. The cult was eliminated by the end of the voyage, but not before many good servants of the Emperor lost their lives. Oh, only matter. I bring woeful news, Lord Captain. Prelate Hectoricus of the Order of the Hammer has passed away. During the Great Purge conducted by the righteous of Folston, a den of subhuman deviants was uncovered. The prelate personally led the purge, sustained a grievous wound, and died the next planetary turn. On his deathbed, he was granted a vision where Saint Cognatus was reincarnated in a body made from the saint's holy relics. The Order's elders believe this is be a sign that Saint Cognatus relics currently stored on planets throughout the expanse must be brought together. The Order is preparing for the election of a new prelate under whose guidance it will undertake this holy mission. The majority of the votes are divided between Prioress Lugnalia, well known for her fervor, and the merciful Cellular Tycoon. The minority of the Order sees the Oiknos Nigmus, a humble and reasonable man, as their prelate. Does the prelate Hectoricus' death not strike you as odd? I'm afraid it does not. This same Hectoricus began his service as a battle missionary and has long grown weary of the peaceful life befitting a man of his status. There was nothing strange about his wounds. He could have recovered from such injuries 30 years ago, but not now. How does the Order intend to carry out Saint Cognitatus' mission? The Conclave aims to procure all the relics that once belonged to Saint Cognitatus, all that can possibly be procured. Given that the saint is a legendary figure, many items in the Coronus Expanse have an alleged connection to him. However, it seems unlikely that any of the relics owners will be eager to part with them. The answer to the question of how the Order of the Hammer is going to retrieve them depends on the identity of its next prelate. Okay, I wish to know more about the candidates. Prioress Lugnalia was converted by Hectoricus on one of the hidden worlds. She then served as his bodyguard for many years and eventually became the protector of the Order's reliquary and the leader of its military branch. As a brother Tycoon, he is an aristocrat by birth. He had an excellent education and could have lived in luxury had not renounced secular life for the sake of ascetic vows. He is intelligent, thoughtful, well-read, and most importantly, genuinely merciful. Few things can be said about the oikonomos Nigmus. He has never been famous for his prowess in battle or his sermons, but the monastery has never wanted for anything on his watch. He is a most reasonable and unobtrusive individual. What will my companion say? I have sympathy for Prioress Lugnalia. Let her meet with Reverend Hieronymus on footfall. Should he accept her as a worthy leader, we ought to support her. A careful and sensible oikonomos sounds like a safer bet to me than a fanatic or a clever aristocrat. The voices say that he has a few paltry secrets, and knowledge of those secrets guarantees us his loyalty. Brother Tycoon, he and I have met back when he was called Tycoon Drivestam. He wasn't among back then. He was a grandson and the heir to Urban, governor of Dorogonus. An honorable young man with a spark in his eyes. His ascension would mean much to the Drivestams. Let's go with this one. This tickles my interest, but from this outcome I think we will have more reputation with the Doloroso expedition, or whatever they called. But if we have an obedient prelate, then we can prevent can we prevent wars and such things? No, because he can be thrown over. In the other hand, Lugnalia would use force without a second thought to recover the relics. Either uncover some of Nignus' little secrets. I need an obedient prelate. The voices will tell me where to look. Profit factor gained 4. Okay. Brother Nignus has been chosen as the prelate of the Order of the Hammer. His careful policy is far more oriented towards satisfying the rogue trader than successfully collecting Saint Cognitatus relics. That's, I think, for the better, because that would, if they want on a crusade to collect the relics, that would make some men unhappy. No, that's not the correct phrase I want to use. In other words, I think I could say it would stir up some shit, and we have that enough in the Kronos Expanse already. Idira's investigation uncovered no egregious crimes in Nigmus past, but it did reveal a few minor but less than virtuous faults. The new prelate will agree to anything to keep his secrets hidden. Okay. Let's check. We can do a crusade. Hammer of the Emperor. Or the Epiphany. Need adamantine for this, and for the crusade. Okay, we got a good hammer. Okay, can we check for what's our current hammer does. 23 to 29. Oh, we can't do that, so we only can do the crusade. Person gains the guidance of the astronomical feature. 10 bonus to all characters during warp encounter battles. That's okay. The Rogue Trader and their allies gain damage against demons. Okay, that's useful. Plus 3 security for all colonies, that's also very useful. Rogue Trader and their allies gain against demons. We got this 2 times, or is this 4th? Even if just 1 time, that's perfect. Execute this. Okay. Janus, I think. Okay, more efficiency here. And we want the Cosbalican thing here. Profits for water. Frag grenades. That was... Oh! We can increase the Imperial Navy reputation. And the Boots of Victory. Oh, that's really, really good. Oh, but we got sea mechanisms as reward that we need in other worlds. What? 5,000 reputation with the Imperial Navy? But it will drain our weapons. We need mechanisms. So let's do this, and the frag grenades also nice. Lord Captain, the mines of Werewolf 6 are once again in turmoil. At the depths of the level MD Zeta 05, the Wardens have discovered a mountain of mutilated bodies as if crushed by the millstone of the mining machines. All the dead are convicts. The guards believe that there is a cult of heretics operating in the ranks of slaves, offering human sacrifices. The convicts themselves claim that this atrocity was committed on the order of the superintendent to rid the prison of the more inconvenient prisoners. The superintendent tried to reason with the mob of slaves but was mauled instead. His desecrated remains were found inside the cells where the prisoners were being tortured during the interrogation of the strange convicts. The Wardens have managed to isolate the rebels inside the mining facilities, but an assault would result in high losses of workforce. On the other hand, the slaves are ready to lay down their weapons, cease this violence, and repent if the Rogue Trader would only demonstrate some compassion towards their plight, possibly by reforming some of the more severe punishments. And who killed those people that were found in the mines? Unknown. The riot made the investigation more difficult. Maybe it was the work of the superintendent, or maybe there is, say, a cell of the cult of the final that operating amongst the prisoners. But there is an oddity on a few pics that the Wardens have managed to scrunch together. Using your imagination a little, you can see a certain pattern in the scattered bodies. One that is remotely similar to one of these difficult prisoners had been drawing. No, let's conduct. I would do I would want to do both. So let's say the prisoners, there won't be any torture beyond reason, and I want to conduct an investigation. But from these choices, the investigation is more important for me, because if there's a cult in there, we have to find it and deal with it, no matter what the cost, because otherwise we could lose the whole planet. The server was 4 and the Von Valancius dynasty. Carefully inspecting the dead bodies of the convicts, the wardens concluded that they had not been killed by a human. Nobody could identify the weapon that would inflict such wounds. The bodies were demonstrated to the convicts and the riot died down. Everyone realized that some unknown force was behind the murders. The interrogation also did not yield any information to help identify the one behind the murders that sparked the riot. Level MD Zeta/05 has been sealed. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Vigilance. Marvelous compact vehicle in the form of a ring that allows the viewer to use metal scorching once per combat. Metal scorching. Test of wheels. Captain was the unknown shots feature. The cannoneers recruited from the warlike tribes of Wehabos 6 are noted for their outstanding marksmanship as steel hunters. Torpedo deal more damage. Ammunition. All allies gain +5 by advice for damage to their range attacks. Just improved with and we need only people for this. Well, torpedo, a little bit of more torpedo damage is nice. And what's that? We can't do that. Okay. It costs just 4 people. Let's execute that project. And now we will go back here, but before we go there, let's make the route safe, because we will travel this way once again, or once more when we go to the colony. I don't dare make this route safe, we need the stream. Enemies of humanity have been spotted aboard the ship. War beasts have entered the crew in charge of one of the macro cannons and massacred those who resisted the heresy. The Lord Captain is their only hope. Then we will deal with them. And we still don't know if we can earn experience points from these fights. Ah, there it is. Let's quickly scribe that down. And then, after the fight, we can check it.
Let us know, door.
Oh, blood letters. Somebody always have to go into the fire.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none. You will make a suitable sacrifice?
Blood for the blood god. Okay, let's try to deal with that bloodletter. Oh, maybe that whisper attack or that may be blowing up that barrel. No. How much dodge? Too much.
This tedium is beneath me.
Okay, can we do something else? This is 1 HP. Okay.
If I must. I understand your intent.
God, Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Argenta, my dear, that was just perfect. Now we should be placing you
As the Emperor commands, I act.
let's move there.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
You can see the bloodletter, but you can see that guy. And
I'll do it.
let's use the relevant slaughter.
Why I was chosen.
Okay. At least the bloodletter is not too fast. Okay, Abelard, let's go against the bloodletter.
Victory is imminent. It will be done. Indeed.
Just looks great. Nice. Indeed, that's a bloodthirsty marksman. Okay. Bloodthirsty marksman. Let's... We can't, but we can shoot at these guys.
I'll see to it personally.
How about stepping there? And now we see everybody.
On it. Another enemy down.
Just a scratch. Okay.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Blast will go there. And how about the blast there?
Running binary override. My vow is to serve. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
That's the prey.
The old Messiah knows
Oh!
comprehend.
Okay. We're lucky. And
My vow is to serve.
it's a miss. That's okay. See, make
I'll
us
show you why
move.
navigators are feared.
I have to go forward. Eight six. Okay, let's take down the easy targets. Okay. Oh, we can shoot at the bloodletter. And why not?
Successfully terminated. Request. The old Messiah knows all. Comprehends all. Request approved.
Let's make him a
My vow is to serve.
prey.
Request approved.
Still not increasing the hitting chance.
The old Messiah knows all. Comprehend.
Well, every 5 shot.
The old Messiah condemned. Activate calculate fury algorithm.
We can't see anybody else. Can we move that Garganta? She cannot move,
As the Emperor commands, I act.
but she can.
Rejoice in battle!
Can dash.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Okay.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Okay, what now? We have one guy back there. Let him move.
I move swiftly to strike.
Please strike. Please be swift.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. I deal death with my hands.
Okay, now let's get back to the ship. In theory, it should ask. Yep. Okay, then we don't have to collect all the bits and pieces every time we have an encounter like this. Okay, now we have a clear path from here to Recolligers. An incredible find has made on Falston, Lord Captain. A lost film of Saint Seppa's lost diary has been found during the restoration of his crypt. According to his records, the members of the Order of the Hammer were able to find the cryptoire containing the relic of Saint Cognatius, the crucible. Seppa's writing on it are vague. It is called the Sculptor and the Transformer, granting life and grace. The explorators have sent a delegation claiming the treasure. The heated dispute has been going for many days. What is the meaning of this dispute? The text priests claim that the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus oblige the Order of the Hammer to hand any sacred architect over to them. Allegedly, the crucible should be considered not as the personal belonging of the saint, but rather a temporary possession entrusted into his care. The Order of the Hammer rejects this thesis, insisting that the right to care for these sacred objects belongs to the ecclesiastical cults, and since Cognatius was canonized, then the crucible should be regarded as a blessed relic, not an architect. How fierce the deliberations? Quite. The discussion have been happening now for more than 8 cycles without interruption. Both sides have provided more than 100 legal experts and have put forward around 4,000 theses, arguments, and testimonies. The Special Administration Commission compromise of 200 armed clerks have arrived to pass the verdict and enforce the law. This is probably the largest religious dispute in the Expanse history. Prelate Nigmus does not seem to be too keen on fighting it. It seems that he is subtly preparing the order for the loss of this dispute and is trying to avoid an uproar in the priesthood. Okay, what say my companions? It is likely that the research contained in the ancient treaties and archival repository of the Adeptus Mechanicus will provide factual information on similar precedent. I can spare some of my computing power to find such a case and provide my brothers and sisters with the information that is necessary to win the dispute. I believe that the chronicles of the Amalian Conclave describe mystical miracles witnessed by zealots while praying at the ancient banner of Saint Capius. Should the crucible perform a similar miracle, then no doubts will remain that it's indeed a holy relic and not the property of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Shireen, do you know the best motivation to make your enemies ripe for the compromise? The danger of losing any sort of benefit. It is within your power to take the crucible for yourself using the privilege of your warrant if you so desire. Why do you not imply such a possibility to the parties involved? Imply such a possibility. 62, 65. But I like Pascals, and I want to call some favors in the what you call it, Explorators fleet. Your request is accepted. Conducting the ceremony of Naval Director Indexing. When the precedent discovered by the Venerable Magus was presented at the arbitration, the monks of the Order of the Hammer had no choice but to go to the will of the explorators. In spite of losing the argument, the monks of the Order of the Hammer soon found enough humility within themselves to make peace with the results of the deliberations. I bet this is because the leader we selected. Research into the crucible has identified it as a device for surface terraforming. Fueled by the geothermal energy of the planet, it could turn a wasteland into a blooming garden. However, a way to launch it has yet to be found. And no reputation with the explorators. I'm sad a little bit. However, it didn't turn to be a bloodshed, so dirty bureaucracy. We can do that if we ever okay. It's just stacking up on those grenades. Yeah, we need the Kasbalikan mission for Janus. They're still doing that. They're still doing that. Okay. Reputation. Where are our cargo? Journal. There are the contracts. Also, we have to do this contract before we can do that project. Okay. Let's travel back to Ribundus. And first of all, go to the fleet. Okay, we reached the next tier. Immediately consuming the item provides 50 scraps. 40 spot and torpedo tubes. Medium range lance weapon dealing 60-70 damage to a chosen enemy with a wide firing arm. Sunhammer lance battery. Archaeotech. Okay. Let's upgrade the ship. Wasteland generator. This ancient component for Daruganus fleet frigate was discovered in Kutub's capable of firing 5 shots with burning plasma. 19 damage, 19 damage. Why we had this? Okay. That's better. Oh, and we have quite a bit of scrap. Let's upgrade the hull to level 5. Go to the Liege residence and let's not bring Jaya. How about bringing Idira this time? And maybe we level her up as well. Also, after we do things with the Leash and the Explorator with Opticon 2-2, I think we might go to the Duricians and check if we can sell them some cargo that we don't need, but either of those parties do not need. Because that way we can maybe scrap a few items, and that would open some projects for us later. Come on. Let's level up Idira. We'll increase your Medicae skill if we can. Bringer of Doom. Until the end of the Assassins. No, we check out the other thing. C rating 2 already has. Power conduit. After thinking of the phenomena or perils of the war, first time each turn, the Seeker next week will request one less action. Yes. If we can, then raise willpower. And now we choose the basic skill. Okay. Let's create an opening.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Greetings, Your Lordship. Do you have business with me? Yes, let's get down to business. Whoa. It is replenished after a time. Okay, I'm impressed. What's the throne? Okay, let's go for the reputations. Hide untradeable. It's not enough. Okay. Commissar boots. Whenever we are chosen an ally as a target of their ability, the wearer immediately gains movement points. The target ally gains real special at the start of the allies next turn. I'm thinking of buying this gun later, and then we can convert to Xeno artifacts cargo. Another pulse grenade, but we should use more. Each time a wearer spends 10 stacks of capital advantage, they gain +1 resolve until the end of the combat. Looks good to be. Mind Scrambler grenade. Anyone with the area needs to first +1 stack of willpower resistance. Targets also cannot attack. Bladed boots. Whenever the wearer hits an opening with the charge, class, or dance mark, the ability is inflicting bleeding 10 on the target. large medkit always. If the deal deals damage to the enemies suffer war damage with armor penetration of 10% for each cell the enemy has moved during the wearer's turn. Yeah, I don't want to use this, but we will buy it so we can turn it to cargo. If the wearer inflicts bleeding venom or toxin effect on a target, this target gets additional plus text of this effect. And this will be a holy gift cargo. Okay, so turn this into cargo and turn that into cargo.
Is there money to be made?
And by the way, I realized I should have gone to Opticon 22 first, because with the explorations we can raise our profit factor. Well, too bad now. Next time. Let's get to the Void Dog. And maybe the Duricians also, the Herimono priest person will be restocked as well. So we can grab a few things off of him as well. It took quite a while to get the restocks, but it happened, and I'm happy about that. And this loading will also take a lot of time after 100%. It is not. Strange.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
There's our man. I have some questions. Information assistance will be provided. No more questions. Let's show the data state. 1 and 2. Mechanical features. Power axe. Oh, we are so close to the heavy plasma gun. Yeah, it is two-handed weapons, so it's good that we bought the Mechatendrite Pascal. Wow, we are at 11. Targeting wizard. Increase the wearer's chances to hit targets at a range of 10 or further by 20%. And we have the profit factor. Okay, let's scrap some equipment. We have a lot of weapons and they are dealing with weapons. Scrappy last gun. Stop carbine. I don't think they deal in melee weapons. Auto guns. Don't need auto guns. Improved black vest. Black armor. Medium armor. These vests are better. Split. Okay, heavy leather armor. They're almost the same, but let's keep 2 from this stack. Yes. Oh, hell yeah. And this is whenever the wheeler and allies in a two-star radius gain momentum, they also gain an equal amount of temporary wounds. We'll take it. Why not? Okay, and basically we almost buy everything we wanted from him. And before we forget about it, where is the plasma gun? There it is, heavy plasma gun. And he has the still the axe. Wow. So with him each slot has a two-handed weapon. In other words, we can put up the gun there.
Contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Okay. What's that? Influencer server. It's better than okay, and I believe that the priest is not here. He's in the atrium. I wonder if something is left to sell to them. Still, we can buy what we have the options. And since we have basically a limitless inventory, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt us at all. Come on.
faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Emperor protect. Oh, we are in this low reputation. Let's check if they like melee weapons. But the other I think the Casbali Commission also like melee weapons. So no. We have a lot of shotgun. Okay, but let's see. Let's buy the elite chainsword again, and let's make cargo out of it. All targets of token skill. Well, we do buy the enforcer helmet and make cargo about it. Melee transport. This first melee attack in combat can be parried or dodged. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
And I think that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. In the next one, I think we will go back to the capital and deal with the navigators, the navigator delegates. If you like the video, please like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. I really appreciate your support, and I see you in the next one. Bye.